Hey, what's up, guys? It's David from quizhacker.net. Today we're looking at question 6 of the reading section of practice test 1 in the ACT Red Book. So the question today is one that's a little bit tricky. Let me read it to you. According to the passage, when Fran looks at her mother, Fran feels. So the thing about this question is that it asks how a character in the story feels, right? And whenever emotions are brought up, a lot of people are tempted to get involved in creative interpretation, right? Remember, the key to doing well on ACT reading, same goes for SAT reading, is reading the passage in a hyper literal way, okay? To read literally is literally, the dictionary definition of it is to read in an unimaginative way. Be careful when the question asks you how a character feels, it is not asking you how you would feel in that situation, right? And let's give the question some credit. It does say according to the passage, right? It's reminding you. The only way for you to know how a character is feeling in a passage, at least on the ACT or the SAT, is if the passage spells out how they're feeling, right? And how they're feeling might not even really relate to emotions as we normally think of them, as we'll see in this particular question. Okay, now that we've done that, what's the second step? We go right to the answer choices, right? No, we don't. Why? Because the answer choices are distractors. And before we subject ourselves to them, or 3 of the answer choices are distractors anyway, before we subject ourselves to them, we are going to get an idea of the correct answer in our heads. This will protect us somewhat against the distracting influence of the distractors. Lines 18 to 25. Lines 18 to 25. So here's the relevant part of the passage, the part of the passage that the correct answer is going to restate. It describes how people, respond to her mom. It describes that, that her mom looks like she should be dead in a coffin. That would be in lines 24 and 25. It describes the mom's dragon nails, which we just discussed in a previous video on a previous question. And it says, Fran is used to how her mom looks, although other people are sort of startled, right? Okay, so Fran is used to how her mom looks, other people are startled, and then how mom actually looks. So the only thing that's sort of the content of the paragraph in a nutshell. The only one of those 3 that describe it all, how Fran feels, is the first one, that she's used to it. She's used to how her mom looks. Let's now look at the answer choices and see if there's anything like that. Answer choice F. According to the passage, when Fran looks at her mother, Fran feels F, surprised by how weak and old her mother looks. Well, nope. F is out because Fran is not surprised, right? She says she's used to it, even though the passage does say that mom looks weak. All right. G, embarrassed by the gaudy colors and nail polish her mother uses. So again, gaudy colors and nail polish restates the passage because that's dragon lady nails. But it doesn't say that Fran is embarrassed by that. It just says that, in fact, it says Fran is used to it. That's all. That's all she says. She doesn't say she's embarrassed, right? H, pity that so many people stare at her mother in public. It does say on line 20, I noticed people staring in the doctor's waiting room. And then it goes on to say that people are startled. So people do stare at mom, and people are startled by the way she looks, right? Both, how sick she looks and the fact that she's got these dragon lady nails. So, but what it doesn't say, again, is that Fran feels pity for her mother, right? Now, here's the thing. Oh, good, my phone's going off. So that's always good in the middle of a video. So what the question is asking us is not how we would feel or how we think most people would feel or how people even should feel in that type of situation. The question asks us, what does Fran feel? And remember, in order to say Fran feels X or Y, we have to have something specifically spelled out in the passage, right? If Fran feels pity, the passage has to say somewhere she feels pity. In one way or another, the passage has to say it, right? So all the passage says in this case is that Fran is used to it. And so answer choice J restates that. Accustomed to her mother's frailness and unusual fingernails. Okay, so the correct answer choice is J. If you like this video, please do click like. I post new videos every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, so make sure to subscribe. I hope this video has helped you to prep smarter.